Bill, a 40-year-old man who's unhappy with his life. A kid ran into the school toilet and asked not to be given to the principal. Bill did not turn the offender in, and the director told him about the mentoring program. He could take on the mentorship of some student. The young man wanted to thank Bill and slipped him a couple of dollars, but he naturally refused. Bill's father-in-law is a big shot. He's opening the school chapel and is running for mayor of the town. A scowling Bill walks past the school lockers and at the end of the row waves his hand, accidentally slapping his wife Jessica in the face. She was at that moment talking to a local reporter, Chip Johnson. Bill noticed that his wife was talking too freely with a man she had just met today. Bill works for his father-in-law, a bank owner, and no one takes him seriously. Sweet Tooth wants to buy a franchise for the production of donuts and offers his father-in-law to invest in the business. But the boss refuses. So the banker had to go behind his back. As promised by the school director, he referred a student to Bill. It turned out to be the same kid from the toilet. However, the man refuses to participate in the program and throws out the schoolboy. Bill returns home and finds his wife flirting with someone on the phone, and it seems she's going to meet someone while Bill is out hunting with his father-in-law. Under stress, the poor guy ate another candy bar. Jessica forbids him to eat sweets. She lied about being on the phone with her mom. Bill gets a call about the donut franchise, and already Jessica's jealous of her husband. There's a report from the school on TV. Bill is upset about his belly, which is caught in the foreground shot. In the morning, he hints to his wife that it would be nice to open his own business. But Jessica relies on her father, not her husband, for financial matters. Bill is pissed off at reporter Chip Johnson. He cut his figure out of a journal and started fooling around with it in a picture of his wife. His father-in-law doesn't appreciate the joke and informs him that there are 3 high school kids waiting downstairs for him who have come for a program. They needed a tour. A disgruntled Bill led the kids down the hallways and went to a business meeting. The owners of the donut franchise, the Whitman spouses, approved the deal. However, they would like to meet Bill's wife, as she also owns the money Bill is going to use to open the business. The boy constantly looks in the lingerie shop and flirts with the salesgirl Lucy. It is to her he has now bought new panties. Everyone in town knows and respects the older brother Bill. The younger, out of spite, told his former classmate that he now lives with his man. And in doing so, he stuns him. The brother wonders why Bill won't admit to his father-in-law that he doesn't like hunting. He has to pretend, because he pays his bills. Before going hunting, Bill sets up a camera in front of the bed in the bedroom. The 2 schoolboys were also dragged into the woods, and the dog ran off somewhere to do his own thing. Upon returning home, the jealous man immediately rushed to the video camera and hid it under his jacket. Bill started watching the tape with his brother and his friend Paul. His wife really is cheating on him with reporter Chip. She also tells her lover that her husband has it bad between his legs. A furious Bill thinks about who to beat up first, Chip or Jessica. He storms into the kitchen and points the camera at his wife, but the cheeky blonde goes on the attack. Jessica disrespects her husband so much that she just demands that he give her the tape. Chip was reporting from the hospital at the time. Bill punches him and jumps on top of him, causing the man to end up in the police station. On the news, Chip talks about being attacked by a crazed fan. The school kids, on the other hand, loved Bill's antics and greeted him with applause and screams. The kids don't like the lying reporter. The kid promises his mentor to help him with his wife. An employee walks into Bill's office and informs him that the intimate video of his wife has been emailed to all bank employees. Upset by this news, Jessica herself has already pounced on the candy bar, and she's more worried about Chip's career. But Bill arrives at the reporter's home and shoots his house with a shotgun. He was dyeing his hair and asked the family to get away from him. Bill's nerves got the better of him and he threw his wife's lover to the ground again, and it was on the news again. From the jail cell, Bill went to his brother's house, and Paul suggested that he go swimming with them. Bill used to swim a lot, but today his old swimming trunks barely fit him. Swimming helped him clear his head and distract himself. The father-in-law asks Bill to solve the family problems and not to freak out anymore. The man lies to the Whitmans that he still can't get them to meet his wife. In that case, they would like to see the bank where their business partner works. There was already a high school boy sitting in the office who played along with his mentor. Here also came a girl dissatisfied with the fact that she was not taken to the hunt, because it is discrimination. The guy likes to spend time with the strange banker, and he decided to fix his face on the banner. Together, they come to the store to choose Bill new swimming trunks. The schoolboy advises him to make his wife jealous in order to win her back. Bill bought binoculars to spy on his wife and Chip. The schoolboy also came to watch the woman in her underwear. The couple behaved too noisily, and Jessica realized that her husband was peeping at her. The belly sticking out from behind the bushes gave him away. Jessica took Bill's clothes out in a trash bag and reported that she had seen his underage boyfriend in the bushes as well. Bill decides to dye his hair too. Jessica likes it. He continues his swimming lessons. Even in the pool, the schoolboy keeps up with him. Looking at himself in the mirror, Bill decided to get rid of the vegetation on his chest, and then an amazing thing happened to him. After opening a candy bar, he did not eat it, but threw it in the trash with the rest of the sweet stuff. Now Bill is going to update his closet, and a young friend offers to introduce him to his girlfriend, who will help him cause his wife's jealousy. The guy is ready to pay Lucy $100 to play the role of a lover. She doubts, especially according to her. Bill himself is to blame. When was the last time he bought his wife panties? Finally, Bill picked out his clothes. Refreshed, he went to Jessica's house and gave her a gift. Tonight they're having a family dinner, during which Bill nearly broke a tooth on a shot glass that was stuck in the duct. John, Jessica's brother, insists that the man swallow it for good luck, but the man naturally refused. In response, the bald man declares that Bill is an ungrateful loser. They gave him everything and attached it to their family bank. Unexpectedly, Jessica stood up for her husband. The father-in-law announced that he was running for mayor and asked everyone to behave properly from now on. Bill invited his wife for a cup of coffee. Then Lucy came to them, who had already agreed to the role, and began to flirt with the man. After, out of the blue, Bill started talking about how profitable the donut franchise is. But the woman is more concerned about the footage, which has already been viewed by millions of people. Chip was waiting for Jessica at the house. She wonders how her husband feels about this Lucy. Bill continues to visit the pool. He even woke a competitive spirit. Lucy impersonated Bill's wife at the Whitman meet. A schoolboy dipped his finger in glaze, which upset Mrs. Whitman. After all, now the whole bucket would have to be thrown away. In this case, the boy offered Lucy to try the chocolate, and she was not embarrassed at all and licked his finger. At the checkout, the trio encounter a disgruntled customer. The guy tells Bill that the donuts suck, to which the man replies to him that any job sucks, just like life after 40. Bill was entrusted by his father-in-law to set off fireworks at a family picnic, and he and his young friends went to buy them. Afterward, they stopped by the store and started having fun. Paul liked Bill, the loser, much better, and he doesn't really want the fun guy in his house anymore. So the man decided to spend the night in the yard in a tent. Apparently, Bill liked being hairless, and this time he wanted to shave his arms and legs. Jessica stopped by Bill's office and was upset to see Lucy there. She wanted to take her husband out somewhere but changed her mind. The teenager asked Bill to throw a party in the tent. Lucy invited one of her girlfriends. Everyone got drunk and the friend decided to show off her silicone breasts. She offered Bill to feel it, and everything ended with them sleeping together. Everyone gathered at the picnic, even the Whitman couple, who had been brought here by the mean red-headed girl. Chip showed up too. Bill is forbidden to come within 50 yards of him and is dragged to the parking lot by security. Bill was going to drive around the lot, but because of the ducks out on the road, he got into an accident. As soon as Bill got out of the car, fireworks started exploding, which ruined Jack's speech and attracted everyone's attention. An injured Bill walked out onto the road, where a schoolboy picked him up and took him to the hospital. Lucy is already hanging out with the kid. She gave him back all the money he spent on her in the last few days. She doesn't need a paycheck to be friends with him. The important thing to remember is that they are only friends. Bill came to check on Jessica. His father is very angry with Bill, but Bill himself doesn't care about that anymore. Jessica also says that the Whitmans were surprised to learn that she is his wife and not Lucy. Jessica offered Bill a ride, but he declined. Still too hairy, Bill thought, and began cutting the hair on his head with manicure scissors. He went to his father-in-law and demanded that he be given his resignation. He also stated that in his opinion, hunting defenseless animals was despicable. His father-in-law wasn't upset, but remarked that he would have done the same thing to Chip Johnson as he did to his son-in-law. Bill showed up for his meeting with the Whitmans. In the office sat Jessica, who had already made all the arrangements. Apparently, this was how she hoped to save the marriage. However, Bill admitted that he was going to give up the franchise. If Jessica wants to, she can take it over herself. He doesn't want to sell donuts or sit in the bank. Their paths must part. The banner was taken down and their joint home was put up for sale. Bill stopped by to see his young friend and advised him never to pretend. Otherwise, one day he would discover that his life was far from his dream. Well, Bill himself has gone somewhere he doesn't know where he's going. He's ready to start a new chapter in his life. He tossed a firecracker into a schoolboy's locker. That's all for today. What do you think of this movie? Write your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more such videos.